Hi, this is Shirley Carter, and today I have a special program which is the correlation between homelessness and missing persons. Now, all of us have seen missing persons on the streets, but did you know what the correlation between homelessness and missing persons are? The federal government says that missing persons are people who are not at their usual or designated address. And also for homelessness, the government says that it's an individual or family that lacks a designated residence or address. Today my guest will be Maelyn Davis. How are you doing, Maelyn?
Doing fine.
Great. You were homeless at one particular time, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Can I ask you, what caused your homelessness? And elaborate on it.
Yes. Well, what happened is that I got laid off, and that's what really started. I was almost almost approaching 60.
Did you live in a shelter?
I had to go when I went to the shelter, it was something new. And, oh my goodness, I was in my 50s, late 50s, and it was really nervous, I was nervous and, and wasn't really stable because I'm not used to shelter. No one used to shelter.
When you were in the shelter system yourself, was there anyone looking for you, and how did you find out about that?
Well, my family, one of them were. And I found out when all of a sudden, they popped up,
Okay, because you weren't at your designated address.
Correct.
Okay, we're making the correlation between being homeless and missing persons.
Yes.
You became a missing person
Yeah.
by being homeless because your family or friends couldn't find you.
Correct.
You weren't at the residence where you used to live.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct. But if you've never been homeless, you really can't think right. You're nervous, you're frightened,
Right.
and you can't think to contact anybody or to do this or do that. You just can't think.
Right. So this is where the homeless people become part of the missing population.
Yeah.
Because they are not at their usual residence.
Correct.
And this is what we're finding out, Maelyn.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about the organization called NAMUS, N-A-M-U-S, which is the National Association of Missing and Unidentified Persons. Now, if you are missing someone, you can contact this organization, NAMUS, and they will give you help on how to proceed to find your missing person. So, to her, you were missing.
Yes, to her you're missing. But see, and yes, and like a lot of others, when you at a certain age, and you can't think. Here you are going to a place, men and women, no privacy. You're nervous. The food, my goodness, what about the food? I don't eat this food. I have a time to eat, and oh my goodness, and I have to leave at a certain. It was just a whole new, different world. Yeah.
Did you know of any clients who were homeless like you in the shelter, whose families came to the shelter looking for them? Did you ever see that?
I saw that one time. We didn't have too many family members coming because family members, hey, they said he or she is missing. Somebody got a hold of them or they just died.
As we're talking here to Maelyn Davis, we can see how the homeless population becomes part of the missing population. Now, as you can see, the homelessness and missing persons overlap one another because if you're missing, you're not at your designated address, and if you're homeless, you don't have an address but the shelter system. So many people who are homeless feed into the missing persons arena. Okay, Maelyn Davis had some shout outs for people who helped her through her homelessness. Go ahead, Maelyn.
Yes, Apostle Crouch, Church Without Walls, 54th and Lincoln, and Dr. Rowland, Macedonia Baptist Church in Winfield, New Jersey.
Maelyn, I want to thank you. It's been most interesting speaking to you.